just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young, and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
They come out here in the eye.
Green, 30 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56 now. Barney. Back that up. Billy. Here we go.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
To throw is Hackenberg. Peake's got it over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out of their extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, now look at this. All right, here we go.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation. 3
yards to go here on second down. They'll throw now with Hackenberg. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's third and short.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. And he's got Peak. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Second down, Hackenberg. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. This is Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Stills over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And now a sneak, Tannehill. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. After the run, Tannehill going to throw to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On second down, here's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's the option going right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. Play
number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly had. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Mostert. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now the ball comes loose, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Hackenberg surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they... And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. Third down here.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And it's caught by Parker. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And Allen's got it. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
He's got the second-year man. This is Devontae Parker. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tannehill on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill going deep here for Parker. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Dagger! Zebra!
From his end zone, Tannehill on 3rd and long. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves. The sticks. On first down, Tannehill drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And it's 4th down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Let's go, let's go!
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Let's go, baby! Wide 20! Wide 20! Zebra!
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here's the Jets getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
All right, now, look at 56. Come on now. The 3. No. Jack, Patriots. Watch
Mostert. And some room to work. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Kiko Alonso, the offseason pickup from Philly, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lorenzo Molden from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. And the back goes into motion. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Well, he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Surveying the field. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Molden in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Hackenberg. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, fired a bullet in there for the completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Williams looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Flush to his right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Oh, surprise. Hackenberg looks to throw. Finding time. And an alley to run. And now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Dude really calling Timmy outs.
Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they won't run a play here. No victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Now let's go. No.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust the rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about